connections to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
This is Joe Mixon. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
It's Mixon on the counter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Mixon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon.
The pass.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the turnover, here's Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he gets it down to the 32.
That's good.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Watch the screen.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray, that's complete to Mooney. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one, and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big play there for the Lions. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, he nearly picked it.
The pass.
Maybe daylight in front of him if he could have held on. Instead, 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell in. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Makes the score Lions 7, Bears nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Incomplete.
Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Shotgun now from Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First down, Murray. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect?
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 59, Mike is 59, Mike is 59. Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Murray to air it out again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carter. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. A good pickup there at 22. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. end zone. Here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing. It
is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. That one good for 37 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So that one will be accepted. Throwing on first down is Murray. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Murray throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
4-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. They try the right side here. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. From the gun, Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Third and 7.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Max 50, Max 50, go.
From the gun, Murray. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. They run the counter. Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. To throw here. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 30. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First down, Lions.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Bears take over first.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was tackled.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
2nd and 11. Now Murray. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
For Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 12. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Roquan Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3rd down.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Need something for... Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
4th down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Bears take over.
47-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's see what you got. 59's mark. 59's mark. Check.
Operating from the gun. Murray. He's going to loft one deep. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 34.
And goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Chris Jones.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You want 2.
you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will extend their lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
A short kick taken at the 18. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding up, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Lions Lions on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
And out. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Murray now on 1st down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty's not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Down and goal to go.
Here's Murray. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as the Bears push further out in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 21-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his running back, Nixon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Back to throw now on first down. Got an open man. It's Washington. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
Detroit.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third and 10. They'll look to throw again. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Down Lions.